Alright, hey, and welcome to my first podcast. I'm going to be talking about some cool anime topics with a really good friend of mine. This is Midnight Devont. She's wonderful, lovely, and one of my best friends. Say hi.
Hi. Wow, you're buttering me up really early on, and I feel really happy.
I'm buttering you up so when we have a difference of opinion, you'll be like, she's really not that bad. I mean, her taste is garbage, but who cares?
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
So the idea for this podcast came around because Mid and I will sit around for literally hours and just talk about anime. And I was like, I like doing this, so I kind of want to do this together. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to just sit down, talk about the new season coming out, and then as we go on, we'll talk about some shows that we like, some shows that have come out that we're just like WTF or, whatever it needs to be. But, yeah, I just thought this would be kind of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right into it.
All right, so let's take a look at fall 2019.
So, I guess we're going to start with, the first one, which I believe is Ahiru no Sora, yeah?
Yes, that is absolutely right.
I'm not a big sports anime fan, so I am more than likely going to give this one a pass. I'm one of those people that everyone has yelled at me, why haven't you watched Kuroko no Basket yet? Why haven't you seen it? I'm like, y'all, I got through free. That's all I got.
That's fair. I haven't watched Kuroko no Basket because it doesn't have a dub. Although I think is Ahiru no Sora gonna have a dub?
They haven't announced anything yet.
Alright, so unless it has a dub, there's a very slim chance I'm gonna watch it.
Right.
If I'm watching a sports anime, I'm watching it dubbed. That's why I'm watching Haikyuu now. That's why I've watched, Prince of Stride.
Oh, Prince of Stride is so good. We're gonna have to talk about that one someday.
Oh yeah. But, yeah, sports animes are kind of one of those things where I like to turn off my brain and just listen to the voice actors.
Yeah.
And,
Or, I love to listen to actors tell me how a sport works 40 different times because I didn't get it the first time.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
All right, so moving on to the second one, which is The Hero is Overpowered, but overly cautious. Another Sekai adventure. We should probably actually read what the shows are about. So I will go ahead and read this one.
All right.
The goddess Ritsa summons a hero to help her hard mode video game like world. The hero, Seiya, is exceptional in every way, but he is incredibly cautious to the point of buying 3 sets of armor, one to wear, a spare, and a spare for the spare, and going full power against the weak slimes, just in case. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually really funny. Okay, I'm gonna 100% real talk. I looked at the title and I was like, nah, fuck this. This sounds dumb. But now I just read it and I'm like, oh god, that's me. That is 100% me when I play a video game.
Oh, jeez. I don't really know how I feel about this one. I've heard some really good things about the light novel, so, I might give it a chance.
Well, and this one's getting a dub.
I hear the anime's good, but... see, that's another thing, so I might give that a chance.
Yeah. No, this one has the potential to be cute and funny, just because, they've had people that go to other worlds and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed, or, they're just fragile, delicate little baboos, but I haven't seen one where somebody is so disgustingly over-prepared or something like that.
Right, that's a different concept, and I kind of like it.
But we'll see how it does. That one is on my, that one is kind of on my radar. I have a maybe next to it, so we'll see. We'll see how we do. Yeah,
we'll have to see on this one. And then we have another isekai coming up with Kimono Michi Rise Up. Oh, dear lord. Should I read this one?
Oh, yes, please, by all means.
Alright. The story follows mask wrestler Genzo Shibata, who likes all kinds of animals and creatures. One day, he's summoned to another world where a princess asks him to help kill all the magical beasts. But he gets mad and puts her in a German suplex, and instead begins his life as a pet shop owner in another world.
I do remember watching the PV for this and being like, but why though?
I think your exact response was something like WWE Reject becomes Pokemon Master or something like that.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was something along the lines of, I got kicked out of the WWE, so I decided to become a Pokemon Master. It's not the most outlandish premise for an isekai I've ever heard. That would probably be ReZero. Which is just go to another world and die again and again and again and again. But I don't know. I am a very simple person. I like my isekai just simple, bland. You just toss this poor child into another world. I don't need any gimmicks. I don't need anything crazy. I'm fine with just my simple, dumb power fantasies. And this one seems a little too out there.
It seems a little too gimmicky. Like, I don't know how to put this. I think the most gimmicky I've ever gotten is the time I've got reincarnated as a slime, and anything more gimmicky than that is just too weird for me.
But the difference with that is that time I got reincarnated as a slime was interesting because it's still a power fantasy. The person is just a slime, and that's kind of a funny, unique way to approach the isekai genre because you're still
it was super a power fantasy because he was completely overpowered despite being a slime. Yeah, which is what made it funny because slimes aren't overpowered.
Exactly. And it was just well written, and I only saw the first couple of episodes, but from what I saw, it was really well written. It was genuinely funny, and my concern with Kemono is that it's going to just be, the joke is everybody gets a German suplex. It's going to have, like, Sakamoto desu ka syndrome.
Where it's going to be very one-note jokes. Yeah, I can see where that would be.
Yeah. But who knows? It might be something interesting to check out.
It's another one that's getting a dub, so I might watch the first episode of it dubbed just to see who the voice actors are gonna be.
Yeah, the biggest thing about this season is that there's a lot. There is genuinely a lot of anime, and that's fantastic. But because there's so much, I'm barely gonna be able to get through the stuff that I'm straight up interested in, let alone the stuff that I'm only kind of interested in.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to the next one, which is from, I believe, one of our favorite studios, which is Radiant Season 2. I watched the first couple of I watched the first couple episodes of Radiant, and I was actually, like, super into it. Like, I like the main character. I like the magic of the world. It's super interesting. It's like a fairy tale. Just chill the fuck out.
I have not seen any of Radiant, like not even the first episode, which is rare for me, so I might have to go check that out.
The first season is completely dubbed.
Oh.
So, yeah, but the thing about that is that it's just going to be tough to get into, because the hardest thing is, with so many of these other seasons coming out, you just need to, like, power through so many first seasons and so many second seasons. There's just so much.
Right. There is.
But I do want to try to give Radiant another try at some point. Maybe I'll wait until season 2 is over and then just binge all of it. Because I do think that Radiant is fun, at least, which is more than I can say for other shonen shows. So I will certainly give it that it's fun. So, if you enjoyed Radiant Season 1, I definitely think you'll enjoy Season 2. So, who knows? We'll see how we do.
All right, what do we have next? We have Ascendance of a Bookworm. All right.
Oh, that's a long one.
Oh, is it? Oh, geez.
I believe in you.
Oh. Oh, no. Okay. Urano, a bookworm that has finally found a job as a librarian at a university, was sadly killed shortly after graduating from college. She was reborn as the daughter of a soldier in a world where the literacy rate is low and books were scarce. No matter how much she wanted to read, there were no books around. What is a bookworm to do without any books? Make them, of course. Uh, Her goal is to become a librarian, so she may once again live surrounded by books. She must start making them herself. First episode was included in a bonus DVD, limited edition, blah 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 blah. All right. The plot sounded interesting enough, but I really don't like the art style.
I don't either. It reminds me of this weird combination of like Inuyasha and Naruto. And it's just weird because you have like the little pink-haired girl in the corner. She kind of looks like Sakura.
Oh god, I can kind of see it.
It's weird. I don't know what it is. It looks like oh god. Yeah, I'm almost getting like a knockoff Fushigi Yugi vibe.
Oh yeah, I guess I could kind of see that.
That's just me though. I pick on anime all the time. I'm an anime fan, I promise.
I mean, that's fair. I don't know what it is. It's just the style does not appeal to me.
I agree. This might be a comeback to one. I doubt it though. There's so much.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
There's so much going on.
There are so many things. We are very close to coming up on one thing that I am very excited for personally.
Yes, and I will absolutely let you talk about that one. But first, we have to talk about Azure Lane, the anime based off the mobile game Azure Lane.
That tells me nothing. I've never played the mobile game. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what this is.
Probably Google it.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what a mobile game's about. So guess what? I'm not watching your
anime. Yeah, basically.
It's action sci-fi, so it's probably cute girls doing fighting things. Woohoo!
That sounds about right.
Not my cup of tea. Moving on.
This is one I'm excited for.
Would you like me to say the title and then you can read the...
Yes, because me trying to say the title would be a disaster.
Okay. Chojin kokose tachi wa isekai de mo yoyu de ikin... Okay, this is the one that always trips me up. Ikinuku, there you go. Ikinuku yu desu.
All right. 7 high school students that got caught in an airplane accident wake up in the middle of in a middle-aged like fantasy different world where magic and beastmen exist, but they do not panic at their current situation. They build a nuclear plant in the world without electricity. They control the economy of a large part of the city in a short work strip. Finally, for their benefactor's sake, who are suffering from misgovernment, they declare war on the evil nobles. So, none of them are normal high school students. Each of them are superhuman high school students that stand at the top of the politics, economics, and science and medicine. It's a story of a dream team that possesses Earth's greatest wisdom and technology that, without any self-restraining, bring a revolution to a different world with over technology.
So it's like Danganronpa meets Dr. Stone Isekai.
Yeah, basically.
I love it. This is the best.
I took one look at this and was like, wow, 90% of these characters are probably going to be stuck up, and that's going to make it even better.
Yeah, they're just gonna be dicks, and it's gonna be wonderful.
And it's going to be fantastic. And, they're going to be so snotty about it. Yeah, we are perfect high schoolers. And we are fixing your pathetic medieval world.
The only thing that gets me about this is that if this is supposed to be played straight, this is going to be a terrible isekai
because
Oh, yeah.
when I say
But
when I say played straight, I mean in the sense of like we're an isekai, and yes, it's a comedy show, but you still have some kind of suspension of disbelief that they are using the tools of the time to create nuclear power and stuff like that.
yeah.
My concern is that if they play it straight, it's going to be boring and it's going to be dumb. But if they go all out with this, and like the person who's at the top of science is like, "Oh, I just happened to bring uranium with me. Why don't we just make a nuclear fusion cell?" or however that works.
See, now that would be hysterical, and I would love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if they go Konosuba on this thing, I think it's going to be really, really funny.
Oh yeah, if they go Konosuba on this, it's gonna be absolutely hysterical.
But we're just gonna have to wait and see. This one is one that I think we're both pretty excited for, at least in terms of just something that we want to check out.
Yeah.
All right,
and then the next one up is something I'm personally excited for. I don't know about you.
Yeah, so the next one is Hogako Saikoro Club. Kyoto in spring. Aya is a high school student who just moved to a new town. Miki is her shy classmate and her first friend. One day after school, Aya and Miki follow the committee, President Midori, to a specialty board game store, the Dice Club. Without thinking, they try out a German board game together. These girls who are searching for fun soon fall into the exciting world of games. Like, legit, this is just cute girls playing board games. Like, how could this possibly be bad?
Right? Like, I don't know how to compare it, but, like, there was a show I watched a little while ago called Annie Happy that was just, like, cute girls doing cute things, and there was one episode where they played a board game, and it was just so wholesome, and that's what this reminds me of.
It also reminds me of stuff like Slow Start and Yuri Camp, which came out a couple seasons ago, and they were just cute girls doing cute things. Yuri Camp was cute girls going camping, and Slow Start was just cute girls being at school. But they're just nice and wholesome and easy to watch. And also, I really like board games, so I'd be interested to see, are these based on real board games? Do they make up all of the board games? That would certainly be interesting.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Not to mention the art style looks cute as hell.
Oh, the art style does look really adorable.
I'm into it. It's the first one out of like everything that we've talked about so far that doesn't seem like it's gonna beat me over the head with its plot. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, this seems cute. I'm into it.
Right, I'm with that.
So the next one that we have, would you like me to read that one out as well?
I think I got this one.
I believe in you.
俺を好きなのはお前だけかよ.
Yay!
Hooray!
すごい.
Now, question: what would you do if a girl you're interested in would confess to you? On top of that, what if there was another girl as well? A cool upperclassman adored by the whole school and your cheerful, energetic childhood friend. I bet you'd be over the moon. Thing is, what if there was an unexpected problem about the contents of that confession?
I'm into this. This looks so fantastic. Okay. I was telling Mid about this before we started the podcast. I am an ecchi nut. I am a harem nut. I love dumb, stupid premises that just get a bunch of pretty girls together and have them congregate around one guy. Like, I'm here for it. Girls Bravo was a great show, and no one can change my mind.
Personally, I'm not too into this, but if you tell me it's good and you want to drag me to watch the first episode, I will absolutely come in and be like, yeah, sure, why not?
Oh no, I'm gonna follow the arbitrary three episode rule and see if it's even worth your time, but we'll see. Because everybody knows the 3 episode rule. You watch 3 episodes of anime and decide if it's worth your time. But with most of these anime, they're only 12 episodes long. At that point, you've already watched a quarter of the show. Why give up now, you pansy?
You're right.
All right, which brings us to Chunbyo Gekihatsu Boy. This story centers around Mizuki Hijiri. That's a lot of eyes. A high school girl who just transferred schools. At her new school, she has a fateful encounter with boys suffering from chuinbyo, adolescent delusions of grandeur. There is Noda, who dreams of becoming a hero. The tragically handsome otaku, Takashima, who only likes 2D girls. Nakamura, the supposed reincarnated angel or devil. And the self-possessed stream puller, Tsukumo. I pray to God that Nakamura is has a dual personality where sometimes he's just really quiet and he's like, "Oh, are you all right? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you." And then the next minute he's pinning her up against the walls like, "Hey, I'll show you a good time, sweetheart." Like Dark Haru. Like Haru and Dark Haru from Fuba.
That would be fantastic. I think either Nakamura or Tsukumo might end up being my favorites because they are definitely my favorite kinds of chuuni. The ones that I was born of an angel and a demon's union. Like Gundam from
yeah.
So I love that kind of character, and I also love people who think they're pulling the strings for everything, whether they are or not.
I'm getting more into the chuuni. I'm getting more into the chuuni sub-genre of character because basically they're all Haruhi Suzumiya. It's literally a whole show about Haruhi Suzumiyas, and that just sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it's recently become one of my favorite tropes because, like I said, I bring up Gundam from Danganronpa. He's become a really favorite character of mine.
Oh my god, you love Gundam.
I do. I love him so much. There's also, I'm having trouble with his name, but the chuuni character from The Disastrous Life of Seiki K. He was absolutely one of my favorite characters.
The silver-haired one. Yeah,
the silver-haired one.
This guy, the one that you are now seeing on screen because it's a podcast and we have visuals for some reason.
But yeah, definitely I love him. So I'm really getting into the whole idea of the chuuni character. So this show sounds perfect for me. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with it.
I think it'll be super cute. I think it'll be really, really funny. I'm here for it. So that is definitely on the watch list. We are checking that out.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you tell us about the next title?
Oh, boy. So the next title is Zoid Zero.
Oh, boy. What is that one about?
It's the second season of Zoid Zero.
Oh my god. I never saw it. I don't know anything about it. What's next?
I've never seen it. I know it's a mecha, so I don't care.
It's Zoids. Zoids was fine when I was younger, but I'm just not into it anymore. So, if you like Zoids, good on you. I hope the show is good, and I hope you're having a good time with it.
Yeah, same.
I just don't like Zoids.
All right, next off, we have another adaptation of a mobile game.
Fate Grand Order Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia. Cool!
So this is way further in the game than I am, so this is wow, okay, so if I want to watch this, there'll probably be spoilers.
How about all of these spoilers? The anime will adapt...
I do see Enkidu very, prominently featured, and that makes me excited.
What?
I see Enkidu very prominently featured in the poster, and that makes me happy.
I'm happy for you. I don't know anything about Fate.
Well, do you know anything about Babylonian history? Gilgamesh, Enkidu?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, well, there you go.
I was more in the Greek and Roman side of it all, and a little bit of the Egyptian. I'm not up on my Mesopotamian stuff.
Oh. That's fair. I think that's a lot of what we're gonna get into, given the name.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, and prominence of Enkidu, Merlin and Gilgamesh also prominently feature. So that's gonna be interesting.
The description gives us the anime will adapt the seventh singularity Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia story from the game, following the success of the Camelot singularity. Ritsuka Fujimari and MASH? Are you kidding me?
Yep. That's the name of the shield girl. Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
making.
God,
Nope.
okay. And MASH, Kyrie Light. Oh, my. I hate Fate. I hate it so much. Ritsuka Fujimari and MASH Kyrie Light are assigned to the last singularity in the Grand Order Initiative. In ancient Babylonia, 2500 BCE, they embark on a mission to secure humanity's survival. Upon arrival, they learn that 3 gods have threatened Uruk, the Babylonian city ruled by King Gilgamesh. Ritsuka and MASH must work together to fend off the invasion of the mysterious beasts of Uruk under Gilgamesh's orders while investigating the true nature of the 3 gods' actions against humanity, but unknown to Ritsuka, an ancient entity is slowly rising from its slumber. Is that Enkidu?
I don't know.
The ancient entity. I don't know anything.
Enkidu was Gilgamesh's best friend, so I would assume no.
Oh.
But,
So hold on. You're telling me that this entire thing is about going back in time and helping Gilgamesh just so Gilgamesh can come back like 3,000 years later and be an asshole?
I mean, yeah, because, all right, I don't want to have to go off on an entire mythology lesson here, but basically, once Enkidu died in the actual version of the story, Gilgamesh went mad and went into the desert to try to find a way to bring Enkidu back.
I'm sure this is going to go splendidly.
Yeah, so this is, I don't know how much, the story in Fate alters from the actual history, but because of Fate, I've actually went out and bought a copy of the Legends of Gilgamesh, so.
I'm not really much of a mythology buff. I'm not much of a history buff. Like I said, my mythology tends to spread to the Mediterranean era, so that is my area of expertise.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've also put a decent amount of Greek and Egyptian mythology, but that's for another time.
That's a conversation for another day. Why don't we move on to the next?
That's a conversation for another podcast. Maybe we'll just do a whole Fate podcast about how much they screw up mythology and history.
Except I don't know anything about Fate.
That's fair. But until then, let's move on to let's see, our next sequel.
Ooh.
We have Grand Blue Fantasy, the animation season 2.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this is about. I didn't watch the first season. I don't even know what it's about.
I think it's I want to say that it's also based off a game.
I think you're right.
I remember Grand Blue being pushed really hard when it first came out, but like nothing came of it. So
yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know.
All right.
That's another hard pass for me. But the next
I was
one,
gonna say, since I don't know what it is, hard pass.
Next one is Valex Love. High schooler Akatsu Takuma, there we go, Takuma, has learned to accept his lonely lot in life and is content surrounded by his studies. But when the god Odin taps him to save the world alongside 9 Valkyries fueled by intimacy, Takuma can say goodbye to his solitary existence. I was into it until they said fueled by intimacy. Why?
Hey, that's exactly where I was.
Why you gotta be like that? This sounds fantastic.
It does, but it just sounds like it's gonna turn into I can't believe it's not hentai.
Trademark Gigguk. No, here's my thing. Now, if they say fueled by intimacy, maybe it's just as simple as they need to hold hands, or they need a hug, or something like that. But it's probably gonna be something dumb, like, hey, I need to go into battle, but my sword is really weak. Slap my ass.
Slap my ass. Grab my boob.
Like, just fucking touch me. And I don't... Again, it's like, why couldn't you just make it a simple premise? Like, why do you have to make it so much more complicated than it already is? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I'm probably gonna watch it, though, because Girls Bravo has just ruined everything for me, and I have to watch every ecchi and every romance and every harem now, just in case one of them surprises me like Girls Bravo did.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch it, but I'll probably watch at least the first episode because I'm garbage, and I know that I am.
You're valid. It's okay.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, I don't
So
want to
let's
be.
move on to our next
I don't want to be
one.
sad anymore. What's the next one?
The next one is Welcome to Demon School, Aruma-kun. Suzuki Aruma has been abandoned and sold to a demon by his irresponsible parents. This first line.
Yep. I remember we talked about this one. Keep going.
All right. Surprisingly, the next thing he knows, he's living with a demon who has adopted him as his new grandson. He's been transferred to a school in the demon world where his new demon grandfather works as the principal. Thus begins the cowardly Aruma-kun's extraordinary school life among the otherworldly as he faces his true self, takes on challenges, and rises to become someone great.
It's
so
Aruma, the demon butler.
Yeah, it's Hayate the combat butler if you put it in a demon setting.
Which means I have to watch the first episode because, surprise, I actually really like Hayate the combat butler.
I mean, that's fair. I didn't hate Hayate the combat butler. It just went on it was too long of a series for me to commit to.
True story. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I'm like, why is it still going?
Yeah. This is only going to be 23 episodes, so if it's good, I might give it a shot.
Maybe High Dive will pick it up or something. Because that's the other thing. We talk about simuldubbing and stuff like that, but we never know what High Dive is going to pick up. High Dive is always like the wild card in this whole thing. So they may pick something up, and we won't hear about it until the end of the season. So,
yep.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'm watching a lot of shows now because of High Dive. Right now, Mid and I are watching Hattori Jime no Hero, and it's actually a really great dub. I highly recommend.
Oh yeah, it's a fantastic
everybody
dub.
goes to check it out. It's so good. But that is again a podcast for another day. Moving on to our next one, which is called Actors Songs Connection. Story of the franchise centers on the everyday lives of students and teachers at the private Amaka Academy, a school established by the large university town group Sliver? I can't read.
Sleeve Central?
Maybe Sleeve. Sleeve Central. I'm going with Sleeve.
Sleeve Central.
I am probably going to watch it because I pray to God that it's a musical anime. I am an absolute junkie for musical anime. Love it. I love when anybody plays songs, anybody plays music. I want to like this show, but I'm probably not going to, and I guess that's fine.
I haven't got a pretty solid opinion on this one yet. I do like the character designs well enough.
Yeah. This is going to be one of those, I'm sure, where I'll watch it and let you know if it's even worth it. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, that's perfectly fair.
Moving on to the next one.
Yeah, I was going to say, now we have another season 2, which is Kono Oto Tamare, Sounds of Life, season 2. This looks really pretty. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've got, I went through today and I organized, like, all of my anime that I'm going to be watching, or at least it's on, like, my watch list. Don't do that. It's overwhelming and it's really scary. But Kono Oto is definitely one of those that I want to check out. I've been wanting to check it out for a long time. And I think the first season is only, like, 13 episodes, so I'll probably binge it while I'm editing the podcast or something like that. But I really do want to watch this show, and I want it to be as good as I've heard that it is. So hopefully it'll be that good.
Hopefully.
All right, and here's one that we're both pretty excited about. We weren't super sold on it, and then we read the the description. Thank you, because it has the most generic name ever, which is Special 7, Special Crime Investigation Unit. But listen to this. Listen to this. Set in a different Tokyo, on a different world than ours, the story follows Toku Nana, a unit of assembled misfits in the Metropolitan Police Department. Tokunana battles against Nine, an organization committing crimes in their zealous worship of the dragons that once roamed the world. Look out, guys, there be dragons, I guess.
Yeah, I know. I was totally lost at the title, but once we read the description, I was like, mine.
I know. It was seriously one of those things where it was like, oh, this looks generic as heck. Well, we might as well. Because when Mid and I sit down and look at the new season, if I see something that I think is funny, I like to read it out in a big dumb voice because I think I'm funny. And I was reading this one, and I got to the very end, and I was like, in their zealous worship of dragons?
Dragons!
And suddenly we were just like, well, shit, now we have to watch it. It's gonna probably be really cool. And if not, at least maybe there'll be some bad CG dragons to look at.
Maybe. I gotta say, the one thing that really drew me was the character designs are fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The art is really pretty. Like, the animation and art is just really nice. Which is weird, because there's still not a studio set for this. Like, I don't know who is producing the show.
Hopefully we'll find that out soon. I want it. Yeah, I know. Like, how do we not know who's producing it? Like, there's promo art, there's a PV. Like, how the hell do we not know who made this? I'm gonna look it up while we move on to the next one.
All right. I'll take the next one while you look that up. We have another second season with We Never Learn, Bokuben Season 2. I've never heard of this show. The art's kind of nice, but that's all I got.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it. I don't imagine that there's anything like super exciting about it. I have a studio.
All right, what's the studio?
Anima & Co. I'm going to look up what they've done.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move us on to Africa Salaryman since we didn't talk at all. We don't know anything about We Never Learn. So Africa Salaryman, which is basically a Gretzko, but with African animals. A colony manga follows a lion, a toucan, and a lizard as they live the lives of office workers in a capitalist society in Japan, while also dealing with their unique situation as animals living beyond the savanna and the food chain.
Ooh.
So, the only interest I have in this is checking out the dub.
See, I really, really like a Gretzko, and Mid has not seen a Gretzko yet. So, I don't think this is going to be the same as a Gretzko, because I don't think it's going to be focused so much on the existential crisis of growing up and slowly realizing that everything that you've ever held dear to you and everything that you've ever loved is slowly breaking down around you, as all the plans that you've ever had for your life are falling apart, because really, you don't have a grasp on your life. You don't have a grasp on anything. What are you even doing? I think this one is going to be more of, you try your best at your job, and really, that's all that you can do, but in the end, it doesn't really matter, because something is going to happen. Something is going to wildly throw everything out of proportion, and no matter what you do, your entire job is going to come crashing down around you, so why even bother anyway? You're never going to be good enough at this job. You're never going to be loved. No one's ever going to care about you here. You're just another cog in the machine.
Well, okay then. I'm just here to figure out who voices these characters, like... I can't imagine, like, who's gonna voice the lion.
The lion looks like an Ian character.
I will watch the heck out of this show.
Okay, so
Anima.
I have learned who Anima Co is and what they've done.
All right, why don't you fill me in?
They worked on a show called Special 7. Special Crimes Investigation Unit.
So is this literally their only work?
This is the only thing that is being shown on my anime list. That's it.
Interesting.
They could be a new company. This is all that I know.
Hey, if they're a new company, they're already doing pretty well for themselves, because I've watched this PV a couple times, and it looks gorgeous.
I'm going to have to watch the PV, because I have not seen the PV. All right. The next one is one that I'm excited for. Mid is on the fence about, but I think it looks really good. This is Babylon. The suspense story centers around Zen Saizaki, a prosecutor with the Tokyo District Police Prosecutor's Office. While investigating illegal acts by a certain pharmaceutical company, it's always a pharmaceutical company. Like, come on, guys. Can't you get your drugs somewhere else? Seizaki stumbles across a conspiracy over an election for an autonomous new zone established in western Tokyo. I really like. See, this is we were talking earlier about like our genres and what we like and stuff. I'm not super big on suspense. I'm into this because I always like the stories of like something underlying is wrong or something underlying is going on and they're trying to just figure out what the inner machinings of everything are. I'm not a fan of the whole the system is corrupt and blah blah blah. So I really hope it's not going to be that. Cuz the system's corrupt. Where the hell have you been?
I'm really into the plot. I'm really into the character designs. I'm not so much into the way it's animated, and that's the problem.
Well, maybe like when you see
I'll
like
be able to look past it.
Well, maybe when you see like the overall episode, like the animation will kind of mesh more. Because that's kind of the problem with PVs. If it's a very stylized kind of art, which this very much is, in my opinion, that kind of makes it a little more difficult to actually like. That makes it a little more difficult to get past because you get so focused on the 30 seconds that you're watching that sometimes after a while it just looks wrong.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to see once it airs, but I'm really into the plot. And
I'm so excited. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, I agree. All right. Then next we have, didn't I say to make my abilities average in the next life?
Project number 9 is really busy this season.
They really are. Let's see.
Oh, good luck with that name.
Oh, wait. What?
In the description. Good luck with that name.
Oh, goodness, that is a name. When she turns 10 years old, Edelvon Asham is hit with a horrible headache and memories of her previous life as an 18-year-old Japanese girl named Kuriha Misato. The life changed abruptly, however, when Misato died trying to aid a little girl and met God. During that meeting, she made an odd request and asked for average abilities in her next life. But a few things, especially wishes, never go quite as planned.
This is another one of those. This is another one of those isekai things that it's just like the joke is I'm too powerful, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm not really into this one. It's another one where I'm not really too into the art style, and the gimmick just doesn't really appeal to me.
Mm-hmm. You gotta try, you gotta actually, isekai is such a strange line to walk, because it's like you have to have, a good premise, but it can't be too outlandish as well, as we saw with, the sumo one, or the wrestling one earlier, so it's just, it's tough.
It is tough.
Okay. All right, well, I'm ready to speed round through the next couple of these, so...
All right, the next two are just going to be speed rounds. All right, next up, we have Fairy Gone, Season 1, Part 2. Didn't see Season 1, Part 1.
Nope, haven't seen any of Fairy Gone. I heard it was pretty average and pretty boring.
Yeah, sounds about right. That's what I've heard.
All right, and then the next one is Phantasy Star Online 2 episode Oracle. I haven't seen any of Phantasy Star. I don't know anything about Phantasy Star. All I know is that I'm going to be playing the game when it comes to America. Yeah.
Yep, don't know anything about it. Haven't seen it. Not particularly interested in watching the anime.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Stand My Heroes, Piece of Truth.
Yeah!
Woo! It's based off a mobile game, and that's literally all they're saying, but it's based off a puzzle game, which is interesting.
I should see if this is on the App Store. I'm going to see if it's on the App Store.
Yeah, I was going to say, you should definitely check if this is on the App Store, because I love these character designs. These boys are top tier.
I've been playing a lot of, gacha games with boys and stuff like that. So, I definitely want some new games with pretty boys. I would love for this to be one of them.
I don't know if it's in the
It's not in the App Store.
Oh, okay.
But anyway,
that's sad.
I'm really excited. Mid can tell you I was on my Twitter when Funimation announced that they were simuldubbing this, and I was like freaking out. I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about the show. I don't know anything about the premise. All I know, these boys are beautiful, and I'm into it. I'm here for it.
Yep. I'm all here for it.
All
right.
right.
What do we got next?
The next one we've got is... God damn. I hate anime. I hate everything about it. The next one that we have is Kantagawa Jett Girls. Kantagawa Marvelous and Egg Firm announced that they are developing a new project entitled Kantagawa Jett Girls. I don't know What is the appeal? What is the premise? I don't understand.
I still don't know if this is cute girls on jet skis or cute girls that are jet skis.
I think it's cute girls on jet skis, because I think the point is to sell the jet ski.
I mean, that's fair. Well, we already have, like, soda girls and boat girls and sword boys.
Oh, and don't forget, we have monster girls and we have literal horse girls.
Oh yeah,
that are idols.
Girls would not be weird.
I know it would be kind of weird, but I don't know. I might check out the first episode of that just for morbid curiosity because I'm stupid, but we'll see. We'll see.
Right. Now, let's see. Next, we have one that we're going to skip right by, which is Z and X Code Reunion, which is a sequel to Z and X Ignition.
Ooh, so we have Ignition. We ignited to Code Reunion. I don't know anything about it. Good on you if this is your stuff. I believe in you. I hope everything goes well for you. But the next one I'm actually really excited for, except I'm really scared because there's a studio change, and by God, studio changes have not been great lately. So, Seven Deadly Sins, Wrath of the Gods, third season of Seven Deadly Sins. I am finishing season 2 right now. I'm so excited, but it is not A1 Pictures doing it anymore. It's Studio Dean. Now, Studio Dean does really good work, but they do really good work of people just sitting around and talking a lot. They're not so great
they're not very great at action.
So I am mortified. I want this to be good. I genuinely want this to be good, but I don't know. I just don't know. But I want it to be good so bad. So I'm going to believe. I am going to hold out hope. And that's all I can do. That is literally all I can do.
All right. So next up, we have Assassin's Pride. This series takes place in a world where only those from noble families have the mana to be able to fight against monsters. Kufa is a noble born to a duke's family who is sent to tutor a young woman who is named Merida. It turns out that Merida has no talent with mana. Kufa is secretly instructed to assassinate her. Huh.
We've talked about this one a little bit.
We've talked a little bit about this one.
This show looks so good.
It does.
This show looks
really does.
disgustingly good. And I hate how good it looks.
Right? Like, wow. The character designs, the art, everything about this just looks so nice.
Oh my God. And I am into this garbage. This looks like some SAO crap. I'm into it. Oh my God. I'm going to watch the hell out of this show. I hope it gets a dub. I desperately hope at some point it gets a dub. I want this show to be so good. The PV for this was phenomenal.
Oh, the PV for this was amazing.
And I feel like such trash being like, yeah, I'm really excited for this show, which is just, a guy that is really good at fighting and a bunch of cute girls. Like, how generic and bland can we get? But I don't care. It looks so good and I'm here for it and I want it to be good and
Oh no, I hear you. It looks super generic but it looks fantastic and I'm really hoping it's going to be good.
Yeah, me too.
It's on my list of things I'm very excited for.
Me too. All right. And okay, I was going to say that this is the weirdest one and then I saw the one next to it. So, this is a contender for what could be like one of the strangest anime this season, and it is Beastars. In a world populated by anthropomorphic animals, herbivores and carnivores coexist with each other.
It's Zootopia.
I wasn't going to say it, but I mean, from the adolescence of Cherryton Academy, or for the adolescents of Cherryton Academy, school life is filled with hope, romance, distrust, and uneasiness. The main character is Legoshi the Wolf, a member of the drama club. Despite his menacing appearance, he has a very gentle heart. Throughout most of his life, he has always been an object of fear and hatred by other animals, and he's been quite accustomed to that lifestyle. But soon he finds himself becoming more and more involved with his fellow classmates who have their own share of insecurities, and finds his school life is slowly changing.
So it's Zootopia!
It literally is high school Zootopia. I'm fine with it. Like, it seems really cute, but again, it's just a strange premise, and I don't know.
It is. It's a very strange premise. I think the weirdest thing for me is the fact that they're animating it in CG.
Oh my god, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even
taken a look at the PV.
I haven't even seen the PV yet. I have like a bunch of PVs I need to watch. No, that's weird though, because the promo art looks really, really good, and it looks hand-drawn.
Yeah, the promo art's hand-drawn, but the actual show's being done in CG, which is weird. But for a CG, it doesn't look terrible. It's some of the better anime CG I've seen.
I could understand why they would want to do CG, because I would imagine that animating CG fur is a lot easier than animating hand-drawn fur. Because you can do, like, multiple layers and just, like, copy those and then paste them over top of each other. And also, you can, like, just carry that over. You don't have to do cell by cell by cell. But, man, that's interesting. But that being said...
It's something I'm definitely going to at least give a short look at. I might watch the first episode.
Why are there so many animal shows this year? I mean, I'm into it. I don't know, I think it's just the fact that they're, like, anthropomorphic and it's not stylized, it's just meant to be, like, taken straight-faced, is what's throwing me off, but, I mean...
Yeah.
I don't think that makes it bad, it's just one of those things if it's like, I just don't know, so we'll have to see how it goes.
Exactly. Now for what might be the weirdest one in the entire season, is No Guns Life, which... Alright, I'll read the description for this one. After the war, there were many extends in the city, people whose bodies were modified to make them into dangerous weapons. Inoue Juzo is one of them. He has no memories of his life and body before his head was transformed into a gun. Strangely enough, his head gun is designed so that only someone behind him can pull the trigger. Juzo makes a living by taking on cases involving extends in the city. He is assisted by Mary, an intelligent young woman he has taken under his protection. It's a gun. There's a gun on his head. Like, I didn't even notice until I, read the description, because I thought he was wearing a helmet or something. Like, all I saw was metal, and I was like, oh, he's wearing a helmet. And then it was like, gun. Wait, what? Oh, you're right.
Yeah, no, I mean, same.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this show.
It's on my checkout list, because how can you not check that out? It's literally a show about a dude with a gun for a head. Like, how do you not
you're
at
right.
least check that out?
that's absolutely fair, and I'm all here for it.
And it's Madhouse. Madhouse is freaking phenomenal.
Oh yeah, Madhouse is amazing, so I definitely can understand the appeal and at least wanting to check it out.
So we'll have to see how it goes, but I'm here for it. I believe in No Guns Life. Anime of the year. Right now. Probably not, but you know what? I'm here for it.
That's fair.
Alright, so the next one I'm super excited about. It's called Stars Align, and the story revolves around the coming-of-age story of boys in junior high soft tennis team, which is on the verge of shutting down. This studio, if I remember correctly when we looked it all up, has done, like, nothing but Prince of Tennis. So they know their tennis.
Yeah,
And
no, honestly, like you said earlier, I'm not very into sports animes, but this was one that I was into even before I saw that it was getting a dub. Like, I
oh my
was like,
gosh, I'm
you know,
so
this is one of those
excited.
ones where I was like, no, this looks good. This looks really good.
My whole thing with it is just that, again, if you've got a good style, I'm hooked. And the animation on this just looks freaking pretty.
Oh yeah, the animation on this is really good.
So this is a top of the list thing. I'm sure we're going to check out the dub as well when it comes out. I'm so flippin' excited about this one. It's going to be so good. So good.
All right, next one's one that I'm genuinely really excited for.
Well, you're excited now.
I'm particularly excited because I really wanted this one from the beginning. I just had to pass up on it before because I had so many things already going. But like, because it's getting a dub, it kind of hopped up in priority.
Yeah, tell us about it.
All right, case file N.
It's just
case
number.
file
It's number.
Yeah, case file number 221. Kabuchio. In the east side of the Shinjuku ward, in the center of this chaotic neighborhood, the neon-lit Kubichiko district is expanding. Where light shines, there are also deep shadows. The curtain rises on the night stage where bizarre murders occur. Is the suspense? No comedy? The interstitial drama is about to begin.
I'm so excited about this.
This has like screamed almost a Bakano Duragara style to me from the moment I laid eyes on it.
When Funimation announced that they were simuldubbing it, they basically describe it as like a modern day Sherlock. And I'm okay, I'm into
the
it.
full name of the show, when you take out the American title, is Kabuchiko Sherlock. So yes, it is a Sherlock Holmes kind of thing.
Which I'm here for. I'm into it.
Which I'm absolutely into.
All right. Next one, Food Wars, 4th plate. I am catching up on Food Wars right now, and I am so excited. I have missed Food Wars. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. It's so good. I am just getting mid into it. She really likes it. It's gonna be good. She's gotta wait for all the seasons to get dubbed, but I mean that's fine. I'm the same way with Haikyuu. I'm not gonna watch all of Haikyuu until it's dubbed.
Yeah, I just powered through season 1 because it was dubbed, and now I'm working on season 2. But then I'm gonna have to. Well, season 3 was finally announced, so then I can finally get down on season 3, and then season 4 is gonna take forever, which is going to make me sad. But you know.
But no, God, Food Wars is so good, and I'm so excited. I need to finish season 2, and then I need to power through season 3. So. It's gonna be a while before I can get to Food Wars, but I will absolutely be watching this one. I am so excited. Speaking of excited...
speaking of 4th seasons we're excited for...
Hype!
My Hero Academia! Oh gosh, I'm so excited.
Do we even need to talk about My Hero? Like, my god.
No. But I think everything that could possibly be said about My Hero can be summed up in hype.
Oh my god, it's so... Oh god, I'm so excited. I don't even know where the show is gonna go. Like, I don't even know what we could possibly do at this point. I haven't read any of the manga. I haven't looked at any other content except solely the anime, so I have no idea where we're going. I have no idea what's happening. I'm like, you know what? I just want more My Hero Academia, and here it is, and I'm so excited. Yay!
I'm basically the same way. I know like maybe like one or two mangas, very light manga spoilers, not even anything big.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's the most I've got. So like I'm all here to figure out where this season is going. And I've seen a lot of manga readers be like, yeah, no, season 4 is gonna cover some of the best content we've had so far. So I'm like,
and that's crazy because it's already been so good.
I know. I can't imagine how you're gonna get better, but I'm so excited to find out.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Yes.
Alright, and then next one is Shinchuka Ichiban. The story takes place in 19th century China during the Qing dynasty, where the emperor was weakened and the country was close to chaos. It is also during a fictitious era called the Era of the Cooking Wars. It was an era in which top chefs with different cooking styles tried their best to improve their skills and become the best chef in China. It is a country where insulting a high-grade chef or fooling around with cooking could land a person in jail, and impersonating a top chef is as good as usurpation of authority. Chefs compete with each other in order to gain respect in even power, but also with the risks of losing everything. After the death of Mao's mother Pai, who was called the Fairy of Cuisine, Mao becomes a super chef in order to take the title as master chef of his mother's restaurant. However, before he takes his mother's place as master chef, he continues to travel China in order to learn more of the ways of cooking, in the hopes of becoming a legendary chef, just like his mother. During his journey, he meets great friends and fierce rivals who wish to challenge him in the field of cooking. So it's Food Wars, but in ancient China.
I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, it looks cute.
It does look cute.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the art style. It's a little too Beyblades looking for me. I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I gotta say, I like the plot.
The plot sounds
like you
interesting.
said, Food Wars China, so that sounds interesting.
I'm all about more shows that show me food, because
I mean,
I'm all about that
you're
food.
Right. But yeah, I don't really know how I feel about the art style. I'll have to see. It's probably something I'll end up passing on, but
We'll see what the season brings us. All
Yep.
right. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about that next show right there, Midnight?
why did it have to be me? All right. Rifle is beautiful. Kokura Hikari is a first-year high school girl who loves rifle shooting. She entered Chidori High School because it had a shooting club, but finds that the club has been disbanded. She only has one day to find enough members to reform the club, but luckily was able to find 3 other first-year girls who she had met at a competition in middle school. Thus begins the daily activities of the Chidori High School Shooting Club.
Haven't we already had cute girls with guns? I think it was called Girls Last Tour.
I mean,
And Izetta the Last Witch.
I was, for some reason, I was thinking Yurikuma Arashi. There were cute girls with guns in that.
That's another one of cute girls with guns. So why this?
I don't know. Usually I'm really into the premise of having somebody come in and saving a club, a la Princess Stride, but this is just not my thing. Mostly because it's cute girls with guns, and mostly cute girls with... It takes a very certain kind of thing to get me to watch a cute girls doing cute things show. Board games.
A common interest, if you will.
A common interest.
And guns are not a common interest.
No, they're not.
All right. And then next, we have Sword Art Online, Alicization, War of Underworld. Oh, God, I need to finish Season 1. I started it. I love the new animation style. I love everything about it. And this one just looks really sad. Like, Kirito just looks so freaking sad, and I want to know why. I didn't finish the first season. I'm assuming if I finish the first season, I'll know why he's so sad. So, yeah, I guess I want to check it out. Mid's not caught up on SAO, but I'm getting her
No,
there.
I'm not.
I'm getting her
You'll
there.
get me there eventually.
I'm so excited. This is in the light novels, it's one of my favorite areas because Kirito just explores so much about himself and has to think like inwardly about so many things. So I hope the anime covers a lot of that fairly well. All right. So that is going to bring us to Chihaya Furu 3. This is one of those shows that I've always wanted to watch because I've heard nothing but incredible things about it.
Oh yeah, same. I've heard nothing but good things about this show, and it looks fantastic.
Excuse me. But this is one of those shows that always ends up falling on the back burner because there's always like something else I'd rather watch, like Dekachi. I'm a horrible person, I know. But someday I will watch Chihaya Furu. I one day will watch it. I swear to God.
I'm with that. All right, next we have season 3 of Psycho-Pass. Oh, I want to be excited about this. I really do, but I'm still so disillusioned after season 2 that it's really hard.
Hey, at least you got a good production company.
Oh yeah, the production company. It's going to look amazing. Even season 2 looked good. The writing was just atrocious, but you know,
right. I haven't kept up on Psycho-Pass. This is again one of those shows where it's not quite my cup of tea. I understand why everyone's into it, but it takes a very special show to get me into like a suspense thriller thing, and I need more than just system corrupt. Like, no shit.
Yeah. No, I really liked season 1, and season 2 was a disaster. The movie was pretty good, and I really want to see some of the OVAs, but I don't think we've got those stateside.
No, I don't think so.
There's no legal way to view them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna get season 3 here, and I took a look at the production staff, and they have they've got like 4 writers on it. So 2 of them are from the movie, one of them's from season 1, and one of them's from season 2. So I'm here like, all right, so I hope they squash every idea from season 2 guy. And that's where I am with my hopes for this season.
Well, maybe he was the good writer from season 2.
Okay. I'm trying to find anything good in season 2. It could be like, maybe he was there trying to push good ideas when nobody else would. Who knows? We'll find out once it starts airing. The only thing I'm mad about is that Mika Shimotsuki's still a character, and we really need to just throw her out of the show because she is garbage. But anyway, let's move on to High School Girl season 2.
High Score Girl.
Score. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
This is one that's on Netflix and I want to watch because it's not very long. It's an interesting like CG blend style anime, and it looks cute. I genuinely do want to give it a try because it does look cute. But it's just one of those things.
I did watch the first episode of it, or first 2 episodes. It was generally kind of adorable. Johnny Young Bosch does a fantastic job as the little boy. I can't remember who plays the girl. I think it's one of the Ericas, maybe.
Yeah, there's so many Ericas. God bless you all. There's so many of you. God bless.
We love you all, though.
I mean, like I said, if I can get through season 1, I'll definitely come back and watch season 2. But there's so much to watch this season. My God. And this was apparently just announced, but new season of Pokemon, everybody.
Yeah, we're gonna have dual pro tags, or so I hear.
Yeah, I mean, God forbid we just get rid of Ash. He won a fucking league, but I guess he still has to do stuff.
I guess he's gonna act as the mentor or something. I don't know for sure.
See, I would be fine if he kind of stuck around for a couple of episodes, and then and then there was like a new pro tag, kind of like Brock. How Brock comes back every now and then, but he's like no longer part of the main group.
Yeah,
I would be fine with that. I would be fine with Ash just checking in every now and then. But we'll see. I haven't kept up with Pokemon in such a long time.
Yeah, me either. It's been, other than the movies, which I have kept up with, I haven't kept up with the actual anime in almost 10 years now, since the cast switch.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I feel bad about in retrospect, because I've grown to really like them in the movies, but...
Well, you could always sit down and watch Pokemon, because God knows you're not watching anything else.
Right? I'm definitely not watching a lot of other things.
All right.
All right. And now we get to the things that have no release dates. Yeah.
Yeah.
That has no release date.
It's only one. Only one.
Yeah. We only have one thing without a release date.
Why don't you tell us about that one, Mid?
Yay! So, without a release date, only the vague release of October 2019, we have Pet. A psychic suspense story revolves around people who possess the ability to infiltrate people's minds and manipulate memories. Their powers have been used in the underworld for covering up incidents, assassinations, and other deeds. These powers can not only destroy other people's spirits, but also corrupt the user's own hearts at the same time. The users had to protect their fragile and insecure hearts as if chained to each other. They are called pets out of fear and despising. I'm so excited for this show.
So what you're telling me is you don't like it.
When the season information was starting to trickle in and I saw this up on Annie chart, I immediately went, mine. Like I was one of the seagulls from Finding Nemo. This just appeals to me on every level.
I think it looks really, really good.
It does.
I'm into it. I think it's gonna be a really good one. And Funny might pick it up. I would not be at all surprised if Funny picked it up.
I'd be excited to see that.
But before we wrap this up, there are a couple of leftover shows that I think we should go ahead and mention as well. So first off is the aforementioned Vinland Saga. I am absolutely going to be keeping up with Vinland Saga. I need to play catch up. I got to episode 7 and I kind of fell off for a little bit. But I'm going to be keeping up with Vinland Saga as well. I need to mark it in my thing. And I will be continuing to watch that. Super, super excited. Mid and I have been watching Dr. Stone together. We love it.
Yes.
It's so
adore
good.
Dr. Stone.
My God,
Oh,
if you haven't seen Dr. Stone, it's so good. That's another one of those shows that we're just gonna have to do a podcast about at some point because it's so good.
It is. There's a lot of great things about Dr. Stone.
But it's carrying on, so we are going to watch that as well. And then the last one is Fire Force. We were keeping up with Fire Force, but then stuff happened and we fell off it a little bit, but we are going back to it. Fire Force is so damn good, you guys.
Right?
Oh my God.
The framing, the apps, the art, the composition, everything is so good in that show.
And it's done by the people that made JoJo's, y'all.
Yes.
There were a lot of really good shows, and maybe since the season has officially wrapped, we should do a summer wrap episode.
Summer?
Yeah.
That could be fun.
We should record that at some point as well. But
yeah,
regardless, there was a lot of really good stuff that came out, and I'm glad that we still have a few things left over on top of everything else. There's so much that we're gonna be watching. My gosh, I will throw a list up on the screen right now of all of the shows that we are absolutely going to watch So then that way everyone can see, because there was a lot of talking, there were a lot of things that were talked about, but what I did want to finish up with is, what show are you the most excited about? What do you hope is as good as you think it's gonna be?
Oh, geez. There's two for me. I'm really hoping Special 7 lives up to every expectation I have for it, and I really want Pet to be good.
Oh, yeah, I know you are all about Pet. You really, really want Pet to be good.
That's the one that I'm absolutely hyper focused on, and I really want that to be good. But at the same time, Special 7 has really caught my attention, so I'm hoping that lives up to as good as I think it's going to be too. What about you? What do you?
Mine are on polar opposite ends. I am really hoping that Assassin's Pride lives up to its action sequences and has like a good story and just has something really interesting to offer. And then on the flip side of that, I want Stars Align to be really good. Like, it looks like it's going to be really great, and the animation looks like it's going to be beautiful. I don't know what kind of story they're going to be telling, though. And that's the thing with the sports anime, is you can have as good of animation as you want. You can have as solid of whatever as you want. But if your story is garbage, then you get stuff like Cheer Danshi. My God.
Yep.
But I want Stars Align to be good. Like, it's so stylized, and it just has, like, everything going for it. So I'm really optimistic about that one. Assassin's Pride, I just want it to be good, because I just want a good action show, yo. Like, there's a lot of action shows this year. A lot of them are second seasons and stuff like that. But Assassin's Pride just looks like nonstop, and it looks like it's gonna be a ton of fun. And I just that is my hope. But what we'll do is we'll watch our shows, we'll come back, and we will have, like, a little discussion after some of these shows have been airing for a little while. Hopefully, our expectations are all met, exceeded, and nothing will ever disappoint us. Of course not. That would just be silly, right? Nothing's ever disappointing.
Right.
But please let me know in the comments what you are checking out this season. Is there anything that you're excited for? Is there anything that you hope will live up to all the expectations that you have placed on it? Otherwise, are you just worried that something is going to crash and burn into the ground and faceplant upon the pillar of all of your hopes and dreams? Also, if there's anything that you guys would like to hear us talk about, leave us a comment on that as well. We'd be interested to see what kind of topics you guys would like to hear us talk about. We have a couple ideas, but we'll see how far our own ideas can take us before we need to move into something else. So, with that being said, thank you so much, Mid, for joining me tonight. This was so much fun as always. I love talking about anime with you. Like, this is just...
I know, it's so much fun.
This is literally just what we do, like, every weekend. We just sit down and we talk about all the new anime coming out, what we're excited for, what we've seen, what we haven't seen, all this kind of good stuff. So, thank you guys so much for coming for our premiere episode of Hold Up, Let's Talk, and I hope that we will see you guys again next time. Bye!
See ya, bye!